Bora, pô, bora. Tira
Quran chapter 2 verse 214 talks of a people who were struck by hardship, such that even the Prophet and the believers of the time proclaimed, when will the help of Allah come? And it seems that the response that was given to the Ummah then echoes the sentiments and what the Ummah needs to hear today. And that was unquestionably the help of Allah is near. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. If the people that are seen, the people that are responsible, the people who have been given leadership, if they are not pulling their weight, nay, Allah does not require them. Allah does not require anything if He is to help the believer. And here guys, we have seen Allah helping the believing men and the women through forces of the unseen.
תקשיב לי טוב ותדגע. תרגיע אותי בבקשה, יצחק, אתה לא רואה מה שאני רואה. בבקשה, אני רוצה מאוד לצטט.
Belief in the unseen is a major component of Islam. For instance, believe in Allah, believe in the angels, believe in the jinn, believe in heaven, believe in hellfire, and believe in predestination, that Allah knows what is going to happen in the future. Nothing is out of the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, in this materialistic and atheistic world, belief in the unseen is something that we forget. No matter how strong our faith may be, our trust becomes on the means rather than the creator of the means, rather than the facilitator of the means, rather than the one that has power over the means, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Indeed, we are told by our elders using many analogies such that it is not the fire that burns without the permission of Allah. It is not the medicine that cures without the permission of Allah. Nay, we have seen many cases and instances where medicine, despite being taken in the right proportion at the right time, has had absolutely no effect. That's because the effect comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything that we see around us, and that is why we should invoke Allah, and that is why we have books filled with invocations and supplications to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we need to make sure He is an integral part of our life, because it is indeed Allah that makes the possible impossible and the impossible possible. And what is that condition? You have to be righteous. وَهُوَ يَتَوَلَّى الصَّالِحِينَ. And Allah is the guardian of the salihin, of the righteous, if one is righteous. And as we are seeing through many clips that are emerging from Gaza, people that have had their houses decimated and their families destroyed, they still say Ahadun Ahad, one Allah, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. It is indeed to Allah whom we put our trust. And we have seen numerous examples from even our history as well. For example, the Battle of Badr, where the Muslims were 313 against an army of 1,000, yet Allah sent angels to assist and aid the Muslimin. We saw Ibrahim alayhi salam, who was being thrown into the fire, but Allah had not commanded the fire to burn, therefore it did not burn. And Ibrahim alayhi salam went into the fire, yet he had the best time of his life. And is it any wonder that these people that are being oppressed, and in Islam we know that even if a non-Muslim makes a dua against the Muslim oppressor, indeed Allah will hear and aid even the non-believer against the believer. Why? Because oppression is not something Allah likes. And now when we see our leaders standing by and watching our brothers and sisters be massacred, Allah is not in need of you people. You are in need of Allah. For wallahi, for our leaders, I fear for them. I fear for what they will go through in this world and in the hereafter as well. And that is why when Khilafat was given to Abu Bakr radiallahu anh, he did not want it and he tried to avert it as much as possible. And same with our other leaders of the past like Umar bin Abdul Aziz and the likes. And that is why when our brothers and sisters supplicate, and that is why when our Gazan brothers and sisters supplicate, chapter 3 verse 5 comes to mind, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, in the heavens and in the earth, nothing is hidden from Allah. Allah is seeing everything that is happening and taking place. And that is why scores of people are accepting Islam just by seeing the resolve of our Gazan brothers and sisters. And as for the Israelis who have become blind with rage and hatred, who are carpet bombing the Palestinians, it reminds me of a quote that says, they have set out to change their fate, but they are only sealing it. For naturally they won't be able to kill everybody, and those that survive will be joining the very force Hamas that they want to vanquish. Because anybody at that time that sees their family from being murdered, you can literally take a pen and wipe out the rest of their life and just write warrior. That person, now they have no life, they have no aim other than fighting and avenging the memory of their family. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.